Paul, welcome to Underwood Homes. We finally started building, basically. Last time you saw us, we'd done concreting on the slab on the house and the garage. And now I've had Fergie, a bricklayer back there, and we had a lad labouring for us last 2 days. And we've started slinging the blockwork around on the inside. So we're up 6 courses, pretty much right the way around on the inside. We've got all the blockwork inside up 6 courses, and we're trying to back it up now on the outside. But it's just a fiddly start this morning, because we had to get this bottom course round, set up our damp courses, put our tray in, and we got no labourer today, so it's just a bit slow going. But we got all the fiddly bits done now. So these are our corner profiles. That just saves the time having to build a corner by hand and then run it in. Basically, you just set these up, get them all plumb, level, measure your line to gauge, and then it just makes everything easier. Important thing when you're building your outside skin is just keep the cavity clean down there. Basically no moisture or damp can pass through the cavity into the house. These things here, we've left little gaps out here. Wheat vents go in there, but basically the moisture hits that tray, comes down, and it'll come out through these wheat vents. Basically they're like these little plastic things we poke in there and cement around, and they're nice and neat. Basically this little thing is like a stabilizer for the profile. As you get higher up with the line and that, it's pulling more and more tension on this profile, and the profile wants to lean in. So you just put these on, tighten these little screws up a bit, and it just puts that tension onto the block rather than the profile like. Focusing on getting to this point for months and months. Finally started laying on Monday, and that's when it's finally started raining. Like, we had pissed it down quite a bit Monday. Yesterday we finished off most of the blockwork inside. We just had a few little bits left to do, like to make it all safe, and the heavens open. It's not too bad if it's raining doing thermolites, these blocks, because they're so like dry and light. Porous, that's the word, because they're so porous. They can just be full of water and you can still get away with laying them half the time. Whereas these concretes, as soon as they get wet, they just start swimming and slipping around all over the place, and blockwork just gets messy and it's horrible. So we're doing all right, really. The only other problem we found this morning with this time of year is the muck. It's just full of leaves. All the leaves are blowing off the trees into the sand and that, and of course it gets chucked into the mixer, and you have to pull the leaves out every time you put a trowelful down. But basically just talk you through what this is. It's fairly simple and straightforward, but basically we built these up 6 courses, and then the weather turned really crap and got windy, so it's just props to try and stop the wind blowing it over. Like there, that side, that's quite strong because that's a corner that kind of holds itself up. So we just put a plank from that end onto this one. This is quite a big exposed panel, like that's the type of panels wind just really loves to blow over, so that's why we propped that up. So I said earlier about we set the lines to gauge, but I never actually said what gauge is. Gauge is like how you measure your blockwork, so it's always spot on. Basically, you always get your first course or where you're starting from, that's always spot on level, like with a laser level. And then from then on, you keep everything to gauge. The blockwork gauge, you know, every course has got a measurement. For example, this one is 1125. So we set the line spot on to 1125. And we run our blockwork through at that height. and that's right. We've done the exact same on the inside blockwork. So everything works nicely to the wall ties. The insulation works to that size. It's just the way everything works, like, so that's why we do that. Right, so that's the height. We're going to leave this elevation for now. That's good because it's backed up the thermolites. It'd be nice to finish it and get this one built on, just to hold it all. But if we do that, we won't be able to get the tape along this insulation joint. So we're going to leave it there for now. So finally caught up with Alan, the structural engineer guy. Went and picked the plans up off him Saturday afternoon. No, Sunday afternoon. And I think this is why it's taken so long, because he's pretty old school and hand draws everything and works out all the sums and all that stuff, like, which is good. But basically what we're trying to do is avoid having this pillar here in the middle of the, well, on the side of the kitchen in this dining room bit. So he's designed me some steels to go from this pillar over to this pillar, and one from here that then joins onto those steels. So basically we have no pillar in the kitchen, like it's all open plan. And this is kind of what they're going to look like. I think that's where they join together. That's the long ones that come across the kitchen and join into the other beam like that. So, and I've just got loads of drawings of how it all goes together basically. So I've just got to meet up with the fabricator, which I've been trying to do all week, but haven't got round to yet, which is something I really need to do, but we've just been busy building. So just got to fit that in, and then we can get these steels made, because that's, if I don't get it done, that's going to be the next thing that holds us up. You know, we'll get the walls built to joist height, but we won't be able to put the joists on because I ain't got the steel, so I need to get on with it really. So that's it for today. Next time you come back, we'll probably still be building. Hopefully we'll be a bit closer to joist height. Hopefully we'll have got the blockwork around the outside. Any questions you want to ask or anything you want to know, leave a comment, you like and subscribe, that'd be great. And we'll see you next time.